and we are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your favorite wrestling fan here, Eric Rodriguez, every Monday night. It's Eric's Monday Wrestling Show. Make sure you guys check it out on the GSMC Sports Network. Definitely actively participate in the chat. Want to hear what you guys had to think about the episode, what you guys have to think about heading up toward the Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. So, we talk about all the action, inside and outside the ring, backstage curtain calls, rumors, dramas, and injury statuses, injury updates. We talk about contract negotiations, extensions, and new signings amongst superstars. Talk about promotions from WWE to AEW to New Japan Professional Wrestling. If it makes major news in the world of professional wrestling, we talk about it here on this show, 1,010%. So don't forget to Superman punch that like and subscribe button. All right, so without further ado, let's talk about some WWE Monday Night Raw. Obviously, before that, make sure you guys hit up that super chat, actively participate in the chat. It definitely pays dividends. Just want to make sure you guys are having fun. Don't be shy. Drop your thoughts inside that chat. And if you really want to make sure your comment, question, or concern, hit up that $sign right there, which guarantees anything you guys put inside that chat box right there is going to be featured, talked about, debated about, maybe even take place of a segment if it's that juicy on the show. So yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. We are super grateful for each and every one of you guys who joins us here daily on the GSMC Sports Network. So obviously, thank you in advance. Your support makes all the difference. So let's keep this party going. Guys. Send in those super chats, those super stickers. Because you guys are super awesome, and together we will make sure this podcast is the best wrestling podcast, the most interactive, fun, friendly podcast in the whole entire wrestling news media. So we can have podcast all about having fun. All about having fun. I try not to take things too seriously, especially when it comes to sports. You turn on ESPN or Fox Sports, or you get these hardcore takes on, like, I don't know. Kind of like the Skip Bayless. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not getting into that. Just want to make sports fun again. Let's take sports back, guys. All right. So without further ado, let's talk about some Monday Night Raw. Much like WWE SmackDown started, we saw Jey Uso kick off Monday Night Raw. He was on top of an electrifying announce table that gave him the power to just start yeeting all over the place, all over Music City. And out of nowhere, Gunther comes out of, sweeping the legs of main event Jey Uso, so he falls on the table. I thought this was just going to be a complete beatdown by Gunther. Obviously, that he got powerbombed a couple of times. Gunther was forced to kind of be thrown into he was kind of pushed back onto the entranceway. And then from there, he starts talking crap, and everybody knows when somebody starts talking crap, the person that, was absolutely a dynamo inside the ring, Jey Uso, grabs the microphone. He's like, hey, and he's he's struggling to get up. I thought, I kind of laughed. I was like, oh shit, oh crap. I thought it was interesting. Like I said, I thought this was going to be a nice way for Gunther to kind of seem strong, seem like a complete, utter badass inside the ring. Jey Uso is no match for Gunther. And, it just wasn't like that. They ended up fighting again. Jey Uso announcing that he is choosing the world's heavyweight champion Gunther to face at WrestleMania 41 Las Vegas. So I thought that was pretty cool. Honestly, I think everybody knew that was going to happen. It was no really any surprise. But then, Gunther and, Uso, like I said, they start battling out again. And then bam, it was crazy. Definitely crazy, 1,010%. But, now we have the first match at WrestleMania. It seems like a night one kind of thing. I think this is going to be a night one. Maybe night two. I don't know. Maybe. Night two. This seems like a main event for night two. You know what I mean? What did you say? It's going to be pretty badass. Next, we have Damage Control. Damage Control takes on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley sharing some comments in the back. It was Rhea Ripley's fault ultimately that Io Sky could not qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. I thought the match was pretty good. It was a great display of women's tag team. Liv Morgan got busted open. It was crazy. She got like a gash on, I think it was the right side. But it was pretty badass. It's always cool to see blood. Obviously, I'm a huge Attitude Era kind of guy, so I'm like, yeah, I want to. Let's just see more of that. But no, obviously she got hit. It was crazy. It was bad. It was bad. She was gushing out blood. It was interesting. Raquel Rodriguez, super impressive inside the ring. Io Sky, Dakota Kai, coming back from a concussion. I think she came back from a concussion, kicked ass in the ring. It was sick. It was a good tag team match. Next, we have an Elimination Chamber qualifier. We had Bayley defeat the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria, and one hell of a match too. It was. I think, was it back to back? Was it back to back women's matches? I'm not too sure if it was, but if that's the case, then WWE obviously did it right. The women in Raw, SmackDown, NXT. It's getting pretty badass. It's not that it wasn't cool or anything like that. I just think ultimately that sometimes on Raw, I think especially on Raw, I think the girls, I think some of their matches, like women's tag team matches, if Bianca Belair and Naomi are inside the ring, like usually they don't last more than like 7 or 8 minutes. So it was kind of cool to see both of these matches kind of take up a huge chunk of Monday Night Raw. So yeah, kudos to the girls. That kicks ass. That's cool. Roxanne Perez sitting ringside. Obviously, she has a qualifier next week against Raquel Rodriguez. It'd be interesting to see if she wins. Maybe she will. Because right now you kind of have no one really overbearingly the odds-on favorite to win the match. No one really knows who Charlotte Flair is going to pick quite just yet. But because, dang, right now, so you have Bianca. Bianca's probably the odds-on favorite. Probably so far with Bianca, Liv, Alexa Bliss, and now Bayley. So does Roxanne Perez fit better in that picture than Raquel Rodriguez? I honestly, man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. It'd be kind of cool. Roxanne Perez, she's super spunky. She's confident. She's a 2-time WWE NXT Women's World Champion. So I definitely just think she can hang in there with some of the best of them. But I don't know, Raquel Rodriguez, she's strong. This is her type of match right here. This is her type of match. It'd be kind of crazy to see her win the Elimination Chamber match and fight Rhea Ripley. They'd have a huge, it'd be like a star-studded heavyweight battle in the women's division, main eventing WrestleMania Night 1. I think that'd be pretty badass. I think that'd be great. Pretty good match. I think that'd be pretty cool. AJ Styles hit a promo, obviously addressing the fans in Nashville, Tennessee, and he was talking about basically everything we've been thinking about in terms of AJ Styles. Is he going to retire? He made his return and he took on Carmelo Hayes in a match that wasn't at all like what we expected it. I thought him injured. I thought it was scripted. I thought it was kayfabe, and you can tell by just his reaction, the way he was so freaking pissed. AJ Styles knew that it was it was an injury, and he's been gone for about, I think, 4 months. He's been gone for 4 months when we thought we were going to get him back 4 months ago. But he looks good. AJ Styles, he looks good. He looks strong. He's not ready to hang up his boots yet. I don't think the fans want to see him hanging up as well. Would love to see him participate within this partnership of NXT and TNA. He goes home to TNA where he made the company big. And I feel like that'd be super cool. That'd be super badass. The Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and Carlito obviously come out. Trying to stay relevant within the storylines. Obviously, where we were talking about in the last segment about the hall of WWE superstars who recently got let go, who got released, or they signed their contracts, or they got done with their developmental contract, and they weren't signed or brought back. Dominic Mysterio, I feel like he kind of has a blank check. I don't think he would really be let go from WWE. As long as Ray's there. I feel like as long as Ray's there. Carlito, right there on the cusp of probably being let go. JD McDonough before he got injured. One hell of a superstar, but he's another one that probably will be and end up getting let go. But, this whole stuff, they mentioned, backstage promo, they mentioned that they need a new person in the group. And Finn Balor was like, no, I don't want to do it. I think that's stupid. If this Judgment Day storyline continues to falter like it has been week after week after week, this could be the end for a lot of careers. And right now, Triple H, if he wants the Judgment Day to remain a thing, obviously after losing Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, it's kind of been going down. But there a possible heavyweight kind of being the muscle. I thought Bronson Reed would have been a good choice to kind of take over Damian Priest's spot. And Bronson Reed, he's young, and he's definitely part of the future of WWE when he comes back from his I think a broken ankle. He's gonna kick ass, and it's gonna be great. I feel like that would definitely revamp the Judgment Day and also be great for Bronson Reed. But then again, maybe you might slow Bronson Reed down. Maybe that might be bad for him. Next, we have a World Tag Team title match. The War Raiders win via disqualification. American made, obviously, like Michael Cole said, just wants to. They just want to make a statement. They just want to make a statement. Julius and Brutus, both of them are pretty freaking impressive. I feel like they kind of, waited to pull the trigger a little bit too late on even Chad as well. And then when the Creeds came from NXT, they looked so promising. And then, they should have probably headlined with Chad Gable. Like, they should have immediately, linked up. And then they linked up. It seemed like it was kind of late. Then the Wyatt Six come, they come in. And then WWE, they're like, okay, we need the Wyatt Six to look dominant. We need them to, kind of make a statement on Raw. Oh, who are we going to have them fight against? Oh, we'll do the Creed brothers, Chad Gable, as opposed to... They should probably be the ones winning because they are young in the future of WWE. Like, if you look at the Wyatt Six, no offense or anything like that, but, Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, he's young enough. Nikki ASH, Nikki Cross. All of them are kind of either at the medium of their career or probably like they're getting up there. So I'm not too sure if making the decision to have the Wyatts defeat American Made was the right choice. I feel like this whole storyline with the Wyatts are kind of blowing out. It's kind of blowing up right now. They lost against the Final Testament. Thought that they were going to continue that war. Guess what? AOP, Paul Ellery, they're gone. Lord knows what's going to happen with Scarlett and Carrie and Cross. But I don't know. It was crazy. But like I said, the American Made, with the titles, destroy the War Raiders. And yeah. Next match was a match that I ultimately kind of thought was going to be, I didn't think it was going to be that good. The Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul main event was pretty badass. It was pretty cool. CM Punk cutting that promo with Logan Paul. Logan Paul, man, people hate him. They won't even let him speak. Like he was saying, kind of like Punk said, it's kind of like whatchamacallit, like Dominic Mysterio was out. And Logan Paul, he has so much talent. Usually when people are in a spot with Rey Mysterio inside the ring, Paul, he made Mysterio look really, really good. And obviously, Rey Mysterio is a WWE Hall of Famer. He's a legend. So, he made Paul look good as well. But that match didn't have to go on as long as it had to. It honestly did not. Logan Paul, I felt like he busted his ass inside the ring, put on a great match for both of them. It was like a sleeper match of the match of the week kind of thing. I thought the match was done really, really well. Like Logan Paul didn't look overbearingly stronger than Mysterio. Like he kept him around. Like he definitely kept Rey Mysterio around. Most of the matches that I watch Rey Mysterio fight, I'm like, oh crap, here we go. Like it's all gonna end the same. That's how it always ends with Rey Mysterio's matches. Either either somebody interferes, or he hits the 619 and then then he does the senton, then knees up, then the roll up, or this match didn't have a cheap ending to it. I thought this match was actually pretty. You thought the match was going to be done, at the 8-minute mark, and then then it just kept going and going and going, and it was cool. Like I said, this match was definitely a sleeper of the match of the week. Logan Paul looks good. He's going to be one hell of a WWE superstar. He's already seeming like he's going to be a great heel. I would love to see him just embrace it a little bit more. Obviously, I could totally be jumping the gun on this, but I feel like when he gets in the ring and people start booing him, he doesn't even have a chance to speak. It kind of looks like low key bothers him. Like, I don't know why. Maybe I'm the only one who notices that. But like when he goes out there, I feel like Logan Paul's cool. Like you like to be liked. Sometimes when he's on the mic, sometimes it could take a little bit for him to get going. But overall, he's decent when it comes to cutting promos. I feel like he's actually pretty good actually. But I don't know why. It seems like it bothers him that the fans treat him like that. Not a lot of heels get treated like that. Usually, the WWE universe, they pay their respects. They let them, talk, and then they have their, their reactions and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like Logan Paul's going to be great. He's going to be a great WWE superstar, and winning the Elimination Chamber, probably not. But it would be interesting to kind of have, because you're going to have CM Punk. Seth Rollins is going to win. You're going to have CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, who all want to kick the living hell out of each other. And then maybe somebody like Logan Paul could slither in and get that win there. And, it would be out of the ordinary main event. Because as of right now, one main event is already foretold. Obviously, we saw it coming, the Jey Uso and Gunther. But, I don't know, maybe this one, Cody Rhodes, this match is not going to be WrestleMania Night 2 worthy of a main event. Maybe, just maybe, if, CM Punk wins. But people want to see CM Punk fight Seth Rollins. I would love, personally, to see CM Punk main event at WrestleMania. But the opposite storylines that you could tell would be absolutely detrimental. Would be kind of lost. Obviously, Seth Rollins setting to probably fight Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre, what's going to happen with him? I want to see like those four men just go and beat the hell out of each other for like a fatal four-way. It would, I don't know how Elimination Chamber is going to end. I know that John Cena probably will find his way into the main event at WrestleMania. Like I said before, I just hope it's not one of those cheap endings, where they both pin each other and nobody's shoulders were clearly pinned on the floor, so both of them are going to get a shot at Cody Rhodes and we get a triple threat match. That could definitely happen. I can see that. It'll also be an interesting way for Cody to lose the title, but I don't know. It's I can't really right now. I can't gauge it. But, that's what makes wrestling great. That's what makes it cool. All right, guys, so do not go anywhere. We're going to talk about the Bella Twins returning to WWE. Can't wait to talk some Nikki and Brie Bella. So grab your favorite snack. Grab your favorite ice cold beverage. Join me here in about 25 seconds. So, hey, do not go anywhere.